And we are back for Cooking with Cook Sweet 16 edition, and my goodness, has this been an awesome tournament. I mean, just beautiful. If you've been listening to the Trophy Kids podcast, which if you haven't, what are you doing? Get smart, head over to wherever you get your podcast from, go ahead and download that bad boy, and you will be better for it. A gambler, a sports listener, every type of your aspect will go through the roof, I guarantee it. Now, we need to find a bet for the people this week. I went into the kitchen, I was cooking up all types of things, and I decided, you know what? Let's go with something easy, something simple but sturdy. You know, this is fuel for the fire. We've got a long weekend of gambling ahead of us. We need something that's going to fulfill us, be good and tasteful at the same time, but simple and easy. And I think I found a team that is going to accomplish all of that for us here. I was chopping it up with my buddy Dante on Trophy Kids podcast, and this was a team we talked about. We've talked about them a lot, honestly. We predicted their rise to the second weekend accurately, and we thought this team could have something special on their hands. Maybe not Final Four special, but let's make some noise and have some fun with it special. And some people didn't like it. They think the head coach is a beast or something like that. I don't know. But their style of basketball is absolutely beautiful. And I do not see these rose petals falling this weekend, or at least not initially, for this bet. Now they're going up against a team that can crash the boards. That's on a bit of a I can't speak apparently anymore. Oh my goodness, folks. Cinderella run. Woof! I don't know what's happening there. My brain is mush after watching so much basketball. That's how you know this bet's going to be good. And so as we were chopping it up, you know, as we normally do, we started talking about the strengths of this team. And I'm not going to lie, they make my eyes water. We talked about them last week and how they were going to take out a team that played pretty ball basketball, and that's exactly what they did. And the reason they were going to be able to do that and be so successful, at least early in the tournament, is the fact that their coach is so in his bag right now from a game point standpoint. I mean, he is absolutely coaching out of his mind this season. And this is a team I've watched a lot of, unfortunately. Or I guess I shouldn't say unfortunately. I like the style of their play for the most part. They're a fun team to watch. They've got a fun brand of basketball. And I really like their players. Sure, they're not the biggest. They're cut a little slender and skimmer than others. But they play really efficient, really good basketball. And they identify your weaknesses and they go right after it. And like I said, they're cut a little slender than most. But that's not fine. That's totally fine because they're still a very physical basketball team. I mean, they can't afford not to be given the conference they come from. And this is a conference that, if we be honest, has been performing way above expectations, I would think, at this point in time. And due to the strength of this conference, they come into this game, into this tournament, well-seasoned and a little bit of salty given the physicality they've had to play against. And while their first game didn't go quite to expectations, I would say, they got oily with it in that second game. They got back to their brand of basketball, a brand of basketball that is quite efficient offensively, especially when it comes to shooting the ball. And because that team got back to their oily style of playing, I mean, real hard to guard. Man, I am really chopping up my words today. Just like this bet is chopping it up, am I right? No, I'm not. They're ready to sizzle. And now, while I do think that offense is going to be able to sizzle, we got to talk about the opponent on this bet. Did I miss something? Did I overlook something? Because this team has blended together really well, their opponent, in that first weekend. They came together as a team. They crashed the boards hard. They had some very big upsets. Nobody saw them getting to this point. So this is a good team. But does that momentum die out after the first weekend? That's always a thing, you know. You lose the momentum, that juices that were flowing from that first weekend. Can they still keep that all together? I don't think so against this team. Now, at this point, some of you might be going, yeah, but Nate, does this team have the beef, the protein to really bring this bet home? Oh, brother, do they. They come from the land of beef.
And he said, I come from a land of love.
And this team, I mean, they're battle-tested. Like I said in the beginning, I can't say it enough. They're battle-tested. Their coach has been absolutely fantastic in his bag, coming up with just such flavorful plays, such good schemes. It's been incredible to watch so far, and I don't think that ends here. Now, after all that cooking, it's not the sexiest bet, not the prettiest, but man, is it going to hit the spot? Is it going to sustain us for the full weekend? I mean, it's a good one, folks. It's a good one. A little sloppy, but hey, that'll happen sometimes. Now that's a good looking bet. Cue the music.